Hi everybody, this is Bob Johnson and he's going to tell us something about VUCA. What does VUCA stand for?
VUCA stands for vitality, unexpectancy, complexability, and ambiguity.
Okay, and can you tell us something more about vitality? What does it mean?
Well, if something is volatile, it's movable. Stocks can fluctuate hard, so volatile is something unexpected.
Okay, and can you give us an example?
Well, say a major factory burns down. That would be an unexpected event. You don't know when prices will be get better. You don't know when things are going to fix themselves. So it's volatile.
Okay, and can you give us an example of it with teamwork?
Well, say you have a colleague who's sick a lot.
Mhm.
Then you don't know when they're coming in for work or how long they're going to be sick, and
Mhm.
therefore it's volatile.
Okay. The second letter in VUCA stands for uncertainty. What is uncertainty?
Well, uncertainty is when you cannot predict what's happening because of lack of information.
Okay. Can you give us an example?
Well, say a competitor launches a product. You don't know when it's coming or how well it's going to do, so you would be very uncertain about it.
Okay.
A good way to counter this problem is the same way that Western governments do it with terrorism. They collect a lot of little data and put it in a complex web so they can be a little bit more certain about a uncertain matter such as terrorism.
Okay. Then we come to complexity.
Well, complexity is when you have a lot of information about something, but because you have so much, it becomes very hard to see what is useful and what's not.
Okay, and can you give us an example?
Well, an example of complexity would be the climate change. If you want to talk about climate change, you would have to talk about the climate crisis, about the refugee problem, bio industry, the CO2 tax, and that makes things very complicated.
Okay, and how do we deal with complexity?
Well, the best way to deal with complexity is to simplify the situation for yourself. Maybe you could hire an expert to help you, or use some tools and hacks to make it easier.
Okay. Finally, we come to ambiguity. So it's a tricky concept. What does it mean?
Well, it basically means that there are very different ways to interpret the same text. If something is ambiguous, you may have a lack of information, it may be vague or have a general fuzziness, and may use complicated terminology. It basically means that you can't make a clear conclusion about the text. If the world is ambiguous, it's very hard to interpret.
Okay.